Statehouse trembles after James Orengo releases bad evening news. Welcome to Kenyan Media, and kindly if you are new here, consider subscribing. Now, this year Governor James Orengo has praised a strong turnout of young people in the ongoing Nikokadi voter registration drive, signaling growing youth engagement in Kenya's democratic process ahead of the 2027 general election. Across Kenya, a quiet but significant movement is gaining momentum, and the young people are turning up in large numbers to register as voters. The Nikokadi initiative, which targets first-time voters and those not yet registered, is now at the center of that movement. In Isaiah County, Governor James Orengo says that what he has witnessed is both encouraging and also important for the country's democratic future. Governor James Orengo, in his statement on social media, he said that dropped by the Nikokadi registration drive today and was blown away by the Gen Z turnout. Alana Demba and the team are doing a fantastic job. If we want to send Kaungo home, we must be registered voters. The secret is in the card. Siri ni kuchukua kadi. And that is James Orengo's message. During a visit to one of the registration drives on April 5th, 2026, the governor observed a high turnout of young Kenyans. Many of them are part of the generation commonly referred to as Gen Z, a country where youth make up a large share of population. Their participation carries weight. It shapes not only elections, but also policy direction and also leadership priorities. The Nikokadi initiative is built on a simple message: register, get a voter card, get ready to vote. Organizers say the goal is to ensure that every eligible Kenyan is included in the electoral process. They are working alongside the ongoing exercise by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. This exercise, known as Enhanced Continuous Voter Registration, is a critical step towards preparing the next general election. And that election is now just over a year away. The turnout being witnessed suggests that awareness is growing, young people are responding, and leaders are taking note. Governor James Orengo has acknowledged the efforts of those driving the initiative. He highlighted the role of Alana Demba and his team in mobilizing youth participation. Their work, he says, is helping there to bridge the gap between young citizens and the electoral process. This engagement is not happening in isolation. It is unfolding within a broader political context. Across the country, different political actors are encouraging voter registration. Some see it as a civic duty, others view it as a strategic step towards shaping the future leadership. The message, however, remains consistent, and registration is the first step towards participation. Without it, citizens cannot vote, and without voting, their voice is not counted. The significance of this cannot be overstated, and elections in Kenya have often been closely contested. Voter turnout can determine outcomes, and in many cases, youth turnout has been a decisive factor. That is why initiatives like Nikokadi are attracting attention. They are not just about numbers, they are about influence. They are about ensuring that young people are part of the decisions that affect their lives. At the same time, political messaging around the registration drive is becoming more visible. The Linda Mwananchi faction of the Orengo Democratic Movement has publicly supported the initiative. Its leaders are urging citizens to register in large numbers. They argue that participation is key to achieving good governance. During a rally held at Nonoka grounds in Mombasa County on March 29, 2026, several leaders addressed the issue. Among them was Embakasi East Member of Parliament Babu Wino, and the message delivered at the rally focused on the importance of voter registration as a pathway to change. Leaders emphasized that citizens must be prepared well in advance of the 2027 election. Preparation, they say, begins with registration, and Governor James Orengo also added supporters during that rally. He stressed the need for early organization and readiness, and for him the journey to the next election is already underway. and the foundation, he says, must be laid now. This includes ensuring that as many eligible voters as possible are registered, and the Niko Card campaign reflects urgency. It is not waiting for the official campaign period, and instead it is focusing on groundwork, on systems, on participation. The approach appears to be resonating. Reports from from both urban and rural counties indicate strong participation, and registration centers are seeing increased activity. Young people are showing up. Many are registering for the first time, others are updating their details. The impact of this trend could be far-reaching. A larger voter base changes the dynamics of an election. It introduces new voices, new priorities, and potentially new outcomes. For the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, the increased turnout is also significant. It reflects public trust in the registration process. It signals readiness among citizens to engage, and also it underscores the importance of maintaining a transparent and efficient system. At the same time, the exercise is not without challenges, and ensuring accessibility across all regions remains critical. So does maintaining accuracy in the voter register. And these are areas that will require continued attention as the process moves forward. For now, the focus remains on participation, on encouraging as many people as possible to register, and on ensuring that no eligible voter is left out. The role of civic education is also key, and many young people are registering for the first time. Understanding the process, the importance of voting, and also the impact of their choices is essential. Initiatives like Niko Card are helping to fill that gap. They are not only mobilizing, they are also educating, and in so doing, they are also strengthening the democratic process. As the country looks ahead of the 2027, the importance of these efforts becomes clearer. Elections are not just about the day of voting, they are about preparation, participation, and trust in the system. The current momentum suggests that more Kenyans are ready to take part, and that includes a generation that has often seen or rather have been underrepresented in the past elections. The energy being seen now could shape the future. It could influence policy, leadership, and national direction, but it also begins with one step, and that is registration. For many young Kenyans, that step is now being taken quietly, consistently, and also growing numbers. As the road to 2027 takes shape, the rising voice of young voters may prove decisive, because it is the democracy. The future belongs to those who show up.